set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Texans at 2-8 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Stroud working out of the gun. That one complete once again to Higgins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Moving inside the 20. And all the way there for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
These two teams all tied after one.
Starrboy87 to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice.
And got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins, 87 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Into the hit, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there. They're looking for relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Round 80! Regular.
Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Well, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Texans offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
18. Look the hot. Why Tony?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go. 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do finally get him at the 12. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ow, 18.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud looking to throw.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him and getting touchdown.
Jaden Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the gun, it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bill.
Allen to throw once more. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's Stroud. Open man is Higgins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
All right. 18. Okay.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt. 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Allen going to run with it, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Look hot. 19. That's it. Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
As Stroud now to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
18. Outside. Tonight.
Throwing now is Stroud. Caught here, right side, no. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
That is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Put a big-time drive in that situation.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First down. A gain of 36 yards.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone, and get
touchdown Bills. Dalton Kincaid from 3 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. That is caught. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 17 yards out. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To the air, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a Pole spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bills first down.
Here's Allen.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st down. Allen.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Texans, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.